Hello and welcome to episode 10 of our Creator Club. We are now, if you've been caught up and watched all the other videos, you'll know we are in League 2, heady heights of League 2. And as you can see on the screen, I've been a busy boy in the transfer window. Lots of ins, lots of outs, not much money travelling about. I'll just quickly show you the schedule. So I arranged the Doggy Cup. If you're a small team, always arrange a league. You make quite a bit of money out of it, and also the Doggy Cup, because I'm good at names. And so we went from £300,000 in debt to £149,000 in the bank, which is good. So that will last us a few months, probably. So we'll jump straight into the transfers. You'll see a couple of legends of the club have left. We've got Aaron O'Connor, James Jennings and Sam York and Guthrie. They were all, I was trying to get rid of those for ages. We've got Paul White, the goalkeeper. DJ Campbell. It was alright. Probably not good enough for League 2, but also the biggest thing was just injury prone. Darren Carter. I have no recollection of you. Oh yes, he was my backup centre mid. Just 32 years old. Just getting on a bit. David Pipe, our backup right back, who got angry. He's got some nice little stats, but he's also 32. He's just going to get worse. So I decided to let him go. Charlie Clough, he's a decent centre back. This one was a bit tighter. He's only 25. He's not a bad player. Yeah, he's close to sort of getting another season. But we let him go to get some first team. Big one here, Freya, who was a great player last season. Just all about the pace. All about that pace. But everything else is pretty rubbish. Excuse me. Yes, dribbling, crossings, good. Determined, alright. And flair. Can't pass. No first touch. No technique. Lazy. No stamina. I thought it time to let him go, but I think he'll get picked up by another club. Another one that was played a lot of games last season, Sam Wedgbury in centre mid. He did okay, but it was kind of he played because we had nothing better, not that he was that good. He was okay, but I thought we could do better. And Keanu Marsh-Brown, who had that bad injury, he actually went to Blackpool in the league above. Maybe I'm horribly wrong with this player, but he didn't do that great. He got a bad injury, which really put him back. And so yeah, I was quite surprised he went to Blackpool. So the transfers in, I was quite surprised because it wasn't as good as I'd hope. We'll go through some of the freebies first. Matt Carter, centre mid. I've got lots of 18 years old. Good determination and work rate means he's going to hopefully improve. Decent passer, teamwork. He's okay. Needs to work on his tackling. Good natural fitness and stamina, which is really good for lower leagues because you play a lot of games. You haven't got the best physio, so that's nice. He's going to be a decent player. I don't think he'll be first choice. Zach Vanier, I bought him in as just our fourth choice left back. So if you look at him, he kind of looks like Clough stats wise, but he's 19, so he's going to hopefully improve. His teamwork work rate's not great. His main three, the technical stats that you go for in a centre back are all fine. But he's, like I said, he's only 19 years old. He's got some decent mentals on the top there. So, and I think he's going to be third or fourth choice. So he's not going to be our main starter. Big Craigie Baxter is our right back. 29 years old. He was probably, my scout thinks he's absolutely dreadful. But my scouts aren't that great. But he's not bad. He's okay. He's not going to be first choice right back, but I think he'll get some game time. Jamie Frost. He can play left wing and right wing. He's a decent young player. Another 19-year-old. Got on a free. Decent average stats all round, really. There's nothing horrible. And there's nothing sort of stand out. His finishing and dribbling and crossing is good. Half decent pace for the league. So I think he'll do fine. He can swap wings. and play up front if needed. So a good sort of versatile player. Jack Beasley, he's our striker. He's going to compete with our Barrington guy from last season as a sort of second choice striker. Half decent player. He's only, like, again, young team, only 19 years old. Physicals all pretty average. Nothing that's really bad, but nothing great. He's good. He concentrates well. Excellent. Jamie Devitt. We'll go for Devitt. We'll stick with Devitt. This guy was mainly brought in as cover. He's half decent. He's got all the sort of main stats you look for, but everything else is quite shocking. And his natural fitness and stamina aren't great. He's 26 years old. He's basically sort of rotation option on the wings. If you can hear sort of squeak noises in the background, that's my dog playing with a bottle. Harry Pell, who I know. Why do I know his name? Don't know why I know him, but I know him. Centre mid, box-to-box central midfielder. I'll probably look at to play him in a central midfielder role. Good all-round stats, really. Nothing stand out. Again, just a decent all-round player. 24 years old, so still can improve a little bit. Stuart Lewis came in. He's another midfielder centre. Pretty much the same as Harry Pell, really. So they'll be sort of competing, I think, for the spot in the centre midfield. 28 years old, so he's sort of at the peak of his game, depressingly for him. And then we got Zach Thompson, who's another midfielder and can play right back. So this guy will compete for the right back slot as well as being a sort of backup centre midfielder. Then we got Kwame Thomas. So this is going to be our main striker, hopefully. He's on loan from Derby. That's our parent club, so we don't have to pay any of his wages. Scouts think he's amazing. He seems alright. I'm hoping he can deliver. He's only 20. He's got lots to improve. He likes playing advanced forward, which is my preferred formation. I think he'll do okay. Did he go on loan last season? Went on loan to League One last season, so he's not bad at all. Now Isaac Osborne, I actually spent some money. I didn't have any money, but they gave me a wage budget, and I managed to cut the wages. I'll show you later, quite drastically. So I was actually able to fudge the budget and get some transfer money. So this is my sort of big purchase. Isaac Osborne, 30 grand, 40 grand. Oh. From Motherwell. He's 30, so he's not going. Crap on a steam. He's not going to be around forever, but he's a great player. Determination, work rate, teamwork, leadership's decent. He's going to be our captain. He can play centre mid or right back again. I think he's going to lead lines. I'm hoping he doesn't get injured. Well, he has actually got. Saying that, he's got shin splints. Great, but I think he'll do well for a season or two. He's our highest paid player, £2.5 grand a week. But I think it was a good. We needed some experience. We've got so many youngsters. We needed some experience. I'll probably get him tutoring somebody at some point. Now, Ben Wilson, I wasn't going to get a goalkeeper. We had two half-decent goalkeepers, but this kid came up from Cardiff, 23 years old. Managed to pick him up for sort of 20,000, I think. It looks a decent keeper in the making. So we're going to give him a go. We got rid of Max Ted, or in the trying to get rid of him, and then we'll have the two goalkeepers. I think they're both pretty even in stats, so it'll be interesting to see who gets the spot. It means I can rotate. This guy, left back, 21 years old. I saw him late on. His tackling and marking needs work, but he's got some really nice physical stats. He's determined. He's got a really good work rate, so I think he's going to really improve. This guy could be really good. The trouble is, he is competing with the mighty lesbian at left back, Ben Wyatt. He looks like a lesbian. But this is the only player that other teams have sort of sniffed about at. So if I do have to get rid of him, then at least the new guy can step in. And last but no means least, well, kind of least, another centre midfielder. Ethan Mobson, another freebie. Scouts love him. Seems decent. okay. I think we've got about 4 central midfielders that are all pretty even on level, so it'll be interesting to see who wins those spots. I do like to play with it generally as like a settled team, so it will be interesting. As I said, Barrington is still here. He's going to be competing with Jake Beasley for the backup spot. I did try and loan him out, but he got really mad, so I thought, okay, yeah, you can stay. And that's about it. Yeah, so like I showed you, done all our friendlies. What I tend to do is play like big teams in the league and cup and stuff to bring some money in, and then just before the season starts, just play some smaller teams just to get a bit of confidence. So like Christchurch, which is a local team to me, Havant and Waterlooville and Basingstoke, just to get a bit of confidence. There is quite a lot of friendlies, and I start them off right away, but I needed to just to keep the finances. The boardroom want me to survive, which is fine. Don't give me any money. I managed to get another coach though, which is good, so my training has got a little bit better. So here we are on training. So 2.5 star at this league is actually pretty good. If we look at staff, you'll see that most of our training is actually the best in League 2. So I'm quite happy with that. I managed to get a slightly more decent scouting team. Slightly more decent, Jesus, English. A better scouting team than I did last season. Still not great, but they're out and doing their job. Training on the team is spent mostly team cohesion and teamwork, just to get, because there's a lot of new players, so I needed them all to gel. So they've been working pretty much throughout the closed season on those things. They're all sort of comfortable with the tactics. Finances wise, like I said, we've got 150 in the bank. We still have a massive loan that we're repaying, 31,000 a month, which is for our team, that's quite a lot of money. That's our wage bill, basically, again, on top of our wages. So if you look at the wages, we've actually dropped down slightly from last season, which is really good. We've got a couple of high wage players off the bill, like Marsh Brown, Sam Park, John Parkin, I keep saying Sam Parkin, DJ Campbell, all those players off the wage bill, and then obviously we signed, the new team. But we're still 10,000 a week below budget, so the board will love that. That will get, it does help with the board. If you're struggling and maybe on the verge of getting sacked, that can often be a tipping point. Is that, oh, actually, yeah, but you're so good with money that we'll keep you on. So I'm hoping that'll be a backup objective. So competitions wise, 50%. That's useful. Yeah. So Corby Moore, he's great. They didn't like the fact I got rid of Elliot Freya, so they're satisfied. Do we not have like objectives? Yeah, so here we go. So they want us to avoid relegation, not just try, actually avoid it, which I'm confident we can do. First round of the FA Cup. Make sure we don't get humped in the Capital One Cup. I'll manage that. And the JPT second round. So I think they're all pretty good. We get targets. They all seem to be fine. I think we'll do okay. I think that about wraps up. Is there anything else? So in the under 21s, we've just got a few of our players that are in the main team just getting some under 21 time. Under 19 teams, John Lestrange, who you saw last episode, I think, got his first game. He just seems really injury prone. I wonder if it says it in his stats. Doesn't say so maybe he's just unlucky. But he's already had 2 bad injuries, so I don't think he's ever going to make it. And Giancarlo Gabbiadini, I'm trying to loan out. That's actually offer him out. I don't want any monthly fee. I don't want any wages. I just want him to get some game time. He's not much money, so the wages aren't an issue. And the rest of my youth team is utter dog shit. Yeah. So that's about it. We are ready to play our first game against Port Vale and then Bournemouth. Oh, that's going to be a nasty one, isn't it? So yeah, I'll wrap up this video here because we're already up to 15 minutes. And then jump straight into the next one. Which will be a double header with our first home game of the season against Port Vale and getting humped by... Oh no, we're not allowed to get humped. Okay, getting beat 2-0 by Bournemouth in the Capital One first round. Should make us a little bit of money though, so that'll be good. So thank you very much for joining me. Let's win League 2, or let's not get relegated. Sort of halfway up, maybe. Mid-table, I'll take. Thank you very much for joining me. Please like, subscribe. I've got 2 subscribers now. 2 subscribers. So thank you, second person that subscribed. That was very much appreciated. And thank you for everybody that has watched. We're getting a few likes. I'm quite astounded at how quickly people are liking it. I didn't think I'd have any views, honestly. I thought I'm going to make a bunch of videos, put them up on YouTube, and get maybe a couple of views, one of those being my mum. But no, actually, thank you very much. So, and I will speak to you next episode where we're going to beat Port Vale. Simples. Bye-bye.